Hello there, World History 2 students. Let's drink some VidNote juice. It's time for 8-3. I will understand the causes of World War II. And this shoving medicine down Germany's throat is one of them. Let's talk about it. The summary of World War II. There were many theaters of World War II. A theater, when we're talking about war, is an area of fighting. The theaters of World War II were Europe, there it is, Africa. There was actually some fighting in Africa during World War II because Germany controlled northern Africa, and the Pacific Islands. Japanese soldiers controlled these areas in orange. So there were 3 theaters of war in World War II. We're going to talk now about the 7 causes of the Second World War. And one of those causes has to do with these 3 dictators, the axis of evil. Number 1, the aggression, there it is, the aggression by the totalitarian powers of Germany, there's Hitler, Italy, there's Mussolini, and Japan. There's Emperor Hirohito and Hideki Tojo, the military general. Number 2, using extreme nationalism to brainwash citizens. A leader says, follow me, and the people don't think for themselves, and the leader is leading them off a cliff. That's extreme nationalism. That's what Hitler, Mussolini, Stalin, Tojo, that's what they were doing in World War II. The third cause of the Second World War was the failures of the Treaty of Versailles. This peace treaty that ended World War I put all of the blame on Germany. It caused German bitterness. It caused the rise of Hitler's Nazi Party. Uh-oh. Weakness number 4, or cause number 4, was a weakness. The weakness of the League of Nations. And this shows you how weak they were. This policeman represents the League of Nations. He says, desist, desist. What does desist mean? You're going to have to write it down. It means stop, halt, sir. And Japan says, ha 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 ha, you have no power. I'm going to take over China right here. Japan knows the League of Nations has no power, and they do whatever they want to do, including attacking China and eventually the United States. Uh-oh. Number 5, appeasement. The US and Europe allow Hitler to take over land if he promises to stop. This is a photograph of a meeting in Munich, Germany. The year is 1938. This man is the leader, the prime minister of Britain, a major country, and he's shaking hands, smiling with Hitler, saying, ha 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 ha, okay, don't take over any land, and we will leave you alone. Hitler, of course, breaks his promise, and Britain and the other allied powers realize appeasement is not going to work. 6, European countries and the US practiced isolationism, which means staying out of conflict. That was one of the causes. The US stays isolated and doesn't get involved with the dictators, and that causes them to get more power hungry and take over more land. The 7th cause of World War II, European countries and the US believed in pacifism. Pacifism is a belief in peaceful solutions. Peace, not war, man. Because these countries didn't want to repeat World War I. World War I had just ended 20 years before, and there were bad memories. Here is a soldier caught in barbed wire of World War I. This is a casualty of war. Why repeat it so soon after? We get to the start of war, the Nazi-Soviet alliance, and war starts. Hitler's Germany allies with Stalin's Soviet Union in August of 1939, and this propaganda poster shows the alliance, the marriage of Hitler and Stalin, the Nazis, the Soviets. Then, It's September 1939. Germany invades Poland from the west. There's Germany and the arrows pointing to Poland. And the USSR, aka Soviet Russia, invades Poland from the east. Boom. World War II starts. Britain and France declare war on Germany. What does the U.S. do? The U.S. stays neutral. In 1939, U.S. President Franklin D. Roosevelt said that the U.S. will remain neutral, meaning it will not take a side in this war. That's what the 32nd president said. It doesn't stay that way because later on, a country attacks us and we are forced to go to war. What questions do you have? Think of a question that will start a conversation. That's your research question. Write that question down for 2 points, and when you're done, you are done with 8.3. It's the VidNotes juice, and Mr. Deegan signing off.